This is a summary of petroleum engineering. Petroleum engineering is related to the production of hydrocarbons and those can be either crude oil or natural gas. The core sub areas of petroleum engineering are reservoir engineering, drilling engineering, production engineering, at the University of Minnesota, there is not specifically a petroleum engineering department, but there is a geoengineering department which includes petroleum engineering. And nearby at University of North Dakota, they have a Department of Energy and Petroleum Engineering. There's quite a bit of crude oil in North Dakota. A likely curriculum if you study petroleum engineering. You would start with the usual math classes, calculus and differential equations. Then for sciences, there's a little bit of a broader background that you need. Physics and chemistry, as with every discipline of engineering. But then also for this one, geology and economics. Then getting into the engineering part of the curriculum, you need to take statics, thermodynamics, mechanics of materials, that's what we call deform, and the University of Minnesota calls it deformable body mechanics. And these are all classes that you can take while you're at Normandale. And then after that, you would get into classes in some of those core sub areas. So I'll just say classes in the sub areas that are listed above. The occupational information. As of 2023, the median salary for someone in petroleum engineering was $123,690. So that's the highest we've seen so far. There were 20,800 people working in petroleum engineering, and over half of those work in Texas. So mostly in Texas. And the outlook for petroleum engineering is generally we've seen these other disciplines of engineering expecting pretty high growth. That's not true with petroleum engineering. 2% growth is expected. So that's slower than the average. And for a work environment, this can be a little more varied. There are office jobs related to this, but there are also people who spend a lot of time at drilling sites, wells, and on oil rigs, including oil platforms and things like that out in the water. So there you go, petroleum engineering.